10. Cats this time buying some time, rolling out, looking. Here comes the blue jerseys. Has a man wide open. Caught, touchdown, Marcus Wheaton.
The Beavers and Ducks both overcome major blows to stay undefeated in conference play. And right off the bat this week, let's go to the AP Top 25. And it is Oregon right now sitting at number 2 after moving to 6-0, just points behind Ohio State and getting 15 first-place votes. Boise is 3rd, followed by TCU. Bama drops to 8th. South Carolina is 10th after knocking off the Tide. Hello and welcome to this edition of Inside the Pac. Tom Ward here with you for the next 30 minutes, joined as always by Nick Krupke and our in-studio analyst this week, Andiel Brown, former Oregon running back. Andiel, thanks for being here. Scary scene yesterday with Kenyon Barner taking that blow to the head, but he has been discharged from the hospital on Sunday and on his way home with team doctors. Pretty bad collision, though, on a kickoff return.
It was a tough collision. You know, it's really hard to see one of your own go down like that. But I really loved how the Ducks rallied around him after such a downfall. You know, they didn't give it up.
And Nate Costa coming in when Darren Thomas tweaked his shoulder, showing why he's been in the program for so long.
Yeah, you know, he's a seasoned vet. You know, he's the most experienced quarterback that we've had out there before this season when Darren took over. But he knows what he's doing. He showed that he can throw, he can run. He kind of reminds me of Favre in that regard.
Now, you played with Nate when you were at Oregon, so not surprised a bit that he came in and did that.
Oh, I knew he could do it. I knew he could pull it off. All it took is the opportunity. That's all it really takes. And when he has that opportunity, he's shown that he will do the most out of it.
Well, Nick, Oregon State, I think the stat of the week has to be 10 for 15 on third down, and Ryan Katz, career day down in Tucson.
Yeah, we talked about it all year, too, those first few games on the road, TCU, Boise State. How would that set them up for Pac-10 play and get a big one? Another top 10 opponent, but hey, third time's a charm. You finally get it done. And for Katz, you mentioned it, almost 400 yards passing, and he had 2 touchdowns called back. But to still prevail and get the win, pretty big for the Beavers now, unbeaten in the Pac-10.
Yeah, and he sets up now a big game on the road as they go on the road in the Pac-10 to Seattle this coming week. Well, the Ducks entered Saturday's game in the Palouse knowing if they could just get through Saturday's game with downtrodden Washington State, a bye week would be waiting. To Pullman, where the Ducks had crushed the Cougs by a combined 141 points the past 3 games. We go to the first quarter, and Oregon had 2 fourth down conversions on the opening 80-yard drive, and it led to a 1-yard walk-in for LaMichael James. Nothing doing. Oregon went 2 and got it. Make it 8-0 Oregon. Later in the first, the Cougs have a number 21 of their own, and it's James Montgomery. Finds a crease and breaks free for 26 yards. Extra point makes it 8-7 Oregon. Ensuing kickoff. Kenyon Barner, and this is where it gets scary, takes a vicious hit helmet to helmet with Anthony Carpenter. The ball comes loose. The Cougars recover at the 6, but Barner was down after about a 10-minute time span of him laying on the turf. Eventually got up on his own power. James and other teammates visibly shaken up. Barner taken to Pullman Regional Hospital, where he stayed overnight. Sunday, he was on his way back to Eugene and doing very well, we should add. It took 2 plays to turn this one into a touchdown, though, for Washington State. Cougars, Logwan Mitz in from a yard out. It's 14-8 Washington State, but that was very short-lived. The Cougs bring the blitz, and that leaves a wide-open LaMichael James, and he will not be caught. 84-yard sprint to the end zone. Ducks back in front, 15-14, Oregon after 1 quarter. Second quarter, Darren Thomas injured his throwing shoulder and did not return. Held out for precautionary reasons, but special teams coming through into the absence. Cliff Harris back to receive the punt, and there's really only one reason we show you this. Harris houses it, 67 yards. His 3rd punt return for a TD this season. Ducks back on top, 22-14, and Nate Costa got his chance under center. Next possession, the Cougars buying the play fake, and Costa a 43-yard gain just short of the touchdown. Down and out at the 4. From there, just feed LaMichael. Seemingly nowhere to go, but LaMichael keeps the feet moving. 2-yard score, his 3rd of the day, 29-17 Oregon at the break. Third quarter, Costa with another perfect play fake, pulls it down and cuts it through the left side to the pylon, 18-yard TD. Ducks extend the lead, 36-17, now 36-23. Toole and Wazoo knocking on the door, but Casey Matthews slams it shut with the red zone INT of Toole. His 3rd pick of the year, ends the 3rd with Oregon on top, 36-23. And in the 4th, Costa, eerily similar play to last year at UCLA when he started in place of Jeremiah Masoli. The screen to Jeff Mail, 34 yards, makes it a 20-point cushion, but certainly harder than many people maybe thought it should have been. 43-23, Ducks improving to 6-0 for the first time in 8 years. Oregon also lost 6 games that season in relief of Thomas. Costa 13 of 15, 151 yards plus 84 yards on the ground.
Yeah, 556 total yards of offense for Oregon, 252 on the ground game, 136 of those coming on 25 carries from LeMike, who adds 3 more scores to his season total now. One more 100-yard rushing game. He'll tie Jonathan Stewart for 14 in a career. Easy to say he'll get that very soon.
Well, Andiel, we talked about Nate Costa at the top of this show and really proving that maybe that quarterback competition during the fall was maybe a little closer than we thought it was, as they didn't miss a beat once Darren Thomas went out.
Well, you know, Nate is a seasoned vet, as we said before, and really, when he has an opportunity, he makes good on it, and he showed that the reason why this competition in the offseason was so close, because he makes plays and he fights to the end.
And a lot of people over the years have said, oh, maybe he's not the best runner. He's had 3 knee surgeries, but really showing that he's more than capable of running the ball in that offense.
You know, he has deceptive speed. He'll show that if you give him the space, he'll take it.
And you think he has some sort of connection with Jeff Mail? I mean, when those two are on the field, it seems like it's just completions.
Well, he's pretty accurate. He has a strong arm, and he knows the defense. He's a good film player.
And for the Oregon offense overall, I thought it was a good day of just kind of weathering the storm as they have to do. And you've seen it over the years in Pullman. You just got to go and weather the storm.
You know, we have a saying whenever we go there. It's get loose in the Palouse. And it's win by any means necessary. A win is a win in the Palouse. So we'll take it, and we'll take it home with a heavy heart, but it's a good one.
Yeah, and a 20-point win, no doubt, in Pac-10 play, nothing to scoff at.